Working with for and for each loop. In this lesson, we're going to discuss about the for loop and for each loop, and we'll have some examples. For loop is one of the most commonly used iteration constructs. The general form for the for loop is as such. The expression of for loop contains three main parts, and they are initialization, test condition, and increment or decrement. First off, let's talk about initialization. This is used to declare one or more local variables of the same data type, and the test condition is used to test the value of the variable. If the condition is true, the body of the loop is executed. Otherwise, the loop is terminated, and the execution continues with the statement that immediately follows the loop. When the body of the loop is executed, the control is transferred back to the for statement after evaluating the last statement in the loop, and it will increment the variable using the plus plus operator. Now just look at this flow diagram of the for loop. Once the condition gets false, the control will come out of the loop and continue with the statement that immediately follows the loop. Right, let's discuss this with a simple example. Open a Visual Studio.NET 2008 Windows application. Here we have a list box control and two button controls. If you click the for loop button, it will generate the list of numbers from 0 to 10 and display them in the list box. If you click the clear button, it will clear the numbers listed in the list box. Well then, double-click the for loop button to move to code window. Now we're having the for loop, which is used to generate a list of numbers from 0 to 10. Using the items add, we are adding values into listbox control. Initially, the value I is 0, and the value of I is compared with 10. Here, the condition is true, so the control will get into the for loop, and the value 1 is added to the listbox control. After that, it will increment the value of I to 1 and check with 10. The condition is true, so 1 is added to the listbox control. Now we'll continue this process until the value of I reaches 10. Press F5 and see the result. Press for loop. It will display the values 1 to 10 in listbox. Now press clear. It will clear the contents in the listbox control. Hopefully that gives you a clearer picture of the for loop. Next we'll discuss the for each loop. The for each loop is similar to the for loop but implemented differently. It enables us to iterate the elements in arrays and collection classes such as list and hash table. Now I'll show you the syntax for the for each loop. Here, the type and variable are used to declare an iteration variable. For example, during execution, the iteration variable represents the array element for which iteration is currently being performed. For each is mainly used in arrays, but till now we didn't come across the concept called arrays. So we'll discuss more deeply for each loops in our arrays lesson.